All right. So I'm going to attempt to make this quick. Don't buy the Apple AirPods. All right. So we're going to talk about why. If you watch my other video, I didn't do a deep dive on why, but I hit some key reasons on why the AirPods are one, you probably should get them, and two, why they suck. And I also spoke about some things that would make the AirPods better and what we could hope for in the second generation. And that's not the case. That's not what we get. This is a case for my AirPods, but getting what we hope for is not the case. I'm just do a quick rundown on why the AirPods are phenomenal, and then we're gonna get into why you should hate them. And if you are interested in having AirPods and you don't have any right now, why you should probably still buy old AirPods or used AirPods. Okay, so here it is. Things that make AirPods great. The charging case is phenomenal. The size, the feel, the quality, the battery life. We're talking about, I'm going days. If I'm not having long conversations, I'm going days off whatever this is charging before I have to recharge the AirPod case. That's magic. Quality, sound quality, in-ear audio, magic. I have no complaints. I've made a video on how to clean them and make sure that you keep that audio quality high while still, your ears collecting dirt, dead skin, and earwax. Form factor, size is fantastic. The way this was thought about, going into your ear, holding small space ear. I don't do it. I use Power Beats 3 to work out in, but I have left my Power Beats, or they have died on me, which they don't hold the same type of charge. I do have to charge those almost every time I work out. And had these on me, was able to throw them in and get my workout done and not worry about it falling out. I was always worried about it falling out. It's only like maybe 5% of people in the world who AirPods ears don't really fit. What else is great about AirPods? I mean, I guess, again, the form factor and functionality. The wireless headphones is magic. Like, in the size of these and how they fit, streamlined. The fact that you can use them independently is magic. Like, I'm often just have them in my ear on standby because I'm taking calls and going into meetings, handling business. And also, like, if I'm biking, like riding my bike, not my motorcycle, but riding my bike, or just out in the world, I can have one ear blasted, having a soundtrack to my life, to my day playing, and also have my ear open to the world, open to traffic, being a good bicyclist, being a good pedestrian, being aware of my surroundings, not being interrupted, being able to hear, be it police sirens, ambulance, fire trucks, someone who needs help, or just the cars going by. So that's awesome for that. You can share music. Often, Avi and I get together, and I'll share with her some new music that I'm making or working on, and I throw that in, and we can share the experience. Or even FaceTime. We're in public. A lot of our friends and family, unfortunately, are not able to see Avi these days, and we rely on FaceTime during our visits to see people that she misses and that miss her. That's cool because we're able to be in a public place and have a private conversation, a face-to-face talk with friends and family around the world. These are important things. That's pretty great. It's also cool because when you take it out your ear, it pauses music or a movie that you might be watching. It's all cool things. All right. Why should you hate Apple AirPods? AirPod 2 specifically. Some of the things that we talked about having or hoping to have in the Apple AirPod 2 variation, though it took like almost 2 years to get a second version, is the ability to do something that AirPods don't do now, which is turn up the volume, turn down the volume, skip song, go back a song, pause and play music, rewind music, mute audio while for talking. And I think it was one more that the wired controllers did. I think you could even answer a call coming in on the wired controllers. I mean the wired earbuds. Those earbuds did everything. Everything you can do with your phone as far as controlling volume or your functionality to listen to music or have a phone call, the wired headphones allowed you to do that. These don't. And they don't on the AirPod 2s, and that's why you shouldn't buy them. They're $200 for the AirPod 2s with the wireless charging case. I don't think it's a value. What you get with the AirPod 2s is worth the $40 upgrade if you can buy some used AirPods or buy the older ones at like brand new at $120 or $130. Reason I say that, the only upgrade that you get with AirPod 2 is that Hey Lady is listening through your AirPods, and that's pulling on your battery, but the battery on these lasts longer than the original AirPods. But at the fact that these are lasting so long, does it even really matter? It doesn't. To me, it just doesn't. I'm like, who's going 7 days without charging their AirPod case? I don't know. You're just lazy and not taking care of business. So you get Hey Lady in your ear, and the question is, how many people, or excuse me, not how many people, how far are you getting away from your Apple Watch, your HomePod, MacBook, Mac Tower, Mac Mini, iPad, and iPhone to the fact that they won't be able to pick up Hey Lady when you say something? So that's not impressive to me. As a matter of fact, it's such a small upgrade. It's something that many of us have asked, why didn't Apple include that in the first iteration of AirPods? They should have. A better battery is always cool. You expect that after 2 years of, prototyping or solving problems. Of course, the battery is going to be better. There's no new shapes. There's not even any new colors. If you want AirPod 2s, you still have to buy them in white. There's no gray. There's no silver. There's no rose gold. No black. No matte black. No jet black. No nothing. No nothing. It's crazy. And then, am I in there? Are we watching this? Yeah. All right, we're in there. My bad. All right. So, point is, you can buy that for $200. You can buy it, I think, without the charging case for like with the $150, $160, and then you can buy just the wireless charging case for your old AirPods for $70. And I'm like, if I already got AirPods, do I really need to buy the AirPod 2s just to have that case? I'll just spend the $70. It's kind of pointless. They really missed the target, and I think it's probably one of the worst moves Apple has ever made. And it's goes to my argument that I speak about often at conferences and at high schools when I talk, that Apple was revolutionary, and most of us are still Apple users because what we do have works so well, and the integration, the seamless integration in that Mac ecosystem is convenient and it does work. Most importantly, it's safe, but most of us who don't care about those things are fanboys because of what Apple used to be based on the why that Steve Jobs provided to us. And we don't have that anymore. And it's devastating. There was a time where Android users could say something negative about Apple and we can defend it and have facts behind it. Android users can make accusations about how Apple isn't special, and we can still make some arguments, but it's not as strong as before. We're literally in this relationship based on who Apple used to be to us, and not who Apple is to us. And it's unfortunate. And it's sad. I don't see a lot of us fanboys of Apple really supporting after 3 to 5 years from now. It's going to be hard to defend when so many Windows products and Android products and are doing so much better. You know, like we're stuck with AirPod 2s that do nothing basically but play music. There's nothing else. It's wireless, nothing else headphones. While the Pixie headphones, or whatever those things are, they're translating 40 languages right now, today, real time. Translating languages? This lady doesn't translate nothing. There are some things that Apple have done as far as QR codes that are very impressive internally. Siri shortcuts is hype. I'm gonna do another video on that. We're gonna talk about that. If you're not using Siri shortcuts, you got to get in the wave. It's heavy. But besides that, man, I'm FaShon VEGA. Please follow me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. It's all FaShon VEGA. Reach out to me in a DM on Instagram. Let's talk about design. Let's talk about how we can solve problems. Tell me about what you don't like about the channel or love about the channel, what I should integrate. Say hi to Avi if that's what you're thinking. And remember to follow everybody at DCOY. That's Detroit Conglomerate of YouTubers. Remember to lead strong, be now, and think great. And as always, define, design, repeat. And now I'm going to do some awkward stuff where I turn the camera off because I don't have one of them fancy things like Chris Cannell or Keenan Rivals where you can just push a button and your whole thing. So right now I'm in your face and the lighting's all awkward and I'm that. But we're going to end it right now at 12 minutes. So peace. See you next time. Sorry for not uploading yesterday. Custody issues.